Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you a few things that I picked up at the conventions that we went to. We still got one more we're going to go to. We're going to go to the Louisiana convention on the 8th. We've been planning on going down there on vacation, and I seen the one-day trapping convention, so we decided to go. It's going to be in Pineville, Louisiana on November 8th. But anyways, I want to show you guys a few things that I picked up from some of my good friends, and made some things that I just had been wanting to get. One of the first things that I got was at the Illinois convention. I picked up this No BS. I think they call it the BA anchor puller, something similar to that. I've actually been wanting to get one of these for a couple years. I just had never, really bit the bullet and did it, but I had a homemade one I'd been using, and I broke it last year trying to pull up a rebar stake. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and buy this. Kurt was set up there with No BS at Illinois, and I bought this from him. Also got a couple other things from him. We'll be looking at that here in a second. And then, the first convention we went to was the Stinkorama convention in Iowa. And the Arvin brothers were there, and I had talked to them quite a few times, and they were nice enough to hook me up with their skunk poles. I got both versions here. This one extends to 6 foot, and this one's the 4 foot. So they hooked me up with these to try out this year. I also carry these on the website now. You can find them at Blakely'sTrapping.com. But I'm excited to give these a use when our season gets started. Here pretty soon, I'm hoping to get set up around Thanksgiving, maybe a couple days afterwards. We'll have to see how that works out. And they also hooked me up with some of their T-bones. See, it's got the AWS on it. They hooked me up with a couple blue, a couple yellow, and a couple white. So I'm really excited to be using these two, trying these out. These are also, I got the white right now available on the website, and I got blue and yellow that'll be coming here pretty soon. So those will be available on my website also. These are really cool. I've heard nothing but good things. AJ's been having some pretty good success. He's been trapping some nuisance coyotes and been using the T-bones and been doing pretty good. And then at the Oklahoma convention, I've also been wanting to try one of these for a while. Here in Missouri, the largest conibear that we can use on dry ground is a 155. And I've been wanting to pick one of these RBG 155s up for a little while. It's got the round jaw. So I picked one of these up from Minnesota Trapline to give it a try. I think I'll end up liking this. I'll probably buy some more, another half dozen or so. But I'm pretty excited to get to try this too. I'm going to be trying to set for skunks quite a bit, and we'll see how that goes. I've been getting all my 155s out and getting them cleaned up. Actually, last year I bought a bunch of smaller, like newspaper boxes to run with those, so that's going to be fun doing that. Also at the Oklahoma convention, I picked up a little setter. These are for your smaller conibears. I got this one from Okie Trap and Supply. It's a Cold Creek setter. I'm going to guess it's probably 10, 12 inches, something like that. Maybe 12 or 14, but I had one of these that I bought a couple years ago in Iowa, and I don't know where it went. So I bought another one. If you guys know, my hands aren't very big, so it's hard for me to set the conibears barehanded, even the smaller 155s and stuff. My hands are short, so it's hard for me to grab the springs and squeeze them. And then at the Backwater convention that we just went to a couple weeks ago in Iowa, I picked up I think 5 of these number 11s. I've been wanting to try them out. We'll see how they go. If I like them, I'll use them. If not, they'll be cool little wall hangers. So I'm not real concerned about, getting my money's worth or anything out of them. I only paid $5 or $6 a piece for them. So If I like them, awesome. If I don't, they'll be cool little wall hangers. So that's kind of cool. And then actually, let's see which one. In Illinois, Bruce Rhodes was set up there at the Illinois convention, and I picked up this horse meat based bait that he has. I wanted to give it a try this year. And then when we was at Backwater a couple weeks ago, I picked up his Iowa River paste bait. I really like the way that smells, so I'm going to be trying both of these out on the line as well. Like I said, I've told people this for years. I make bait and lure, but that don't mean I don't still use some other people's stuff. I have lots of friends and stuff like that. I like to use their stuff as well. Every bait and lure maker makes something different. Not everybody can make everything, because if you try to make something for everything, every style, you'll end up with 100 different baits and lures, and it's just a lot to keep up with. And I want to try to make my line kind of small and not get it too out of hand. I do have a couple of baits that I want to be working on this year. I'll be testing out, so pretty excited about that. One's kind of a bait lure type thing. It'll be a liquid one. And then I got another bait that I'm working on to be like a raccoon bait that'll be good for pretty much anything, raccoon. You can probably catch coyotes with it, groundhog, anything like that. So, also another one of my friends, we did some trading at the Backwater convention. Ethan, he owns Cedar Creek Lures. Did some trading. One of my Dominion lures for his predator bait. So I want to be trying that out this year also. And then at the Illinois convention again with Kurt, I said I bought a couple other things from No BS. So this is their new trap that they're coming out with. It's just like their K9 Extremes and all that, but this is a 1.5. I really like this trap. As you can see, it's not very big. I think this will be a fantastic coyote trap and fox. It's not super big. It don't need to be real big. As you can see, I mean, my 3 fingers. I'm not exactly sure the size of it. I'm going to guess probably about 4.5 inches. So I'm excited to try this out. I picked up, I think, 2 of these is what I got. And then Ryan Rule, which he's the president of the Illinois Trapper Convention. I picked up some of these. He sells used traps, and he had 3 of these No BS Juniors, so I picked up 3 of these from him. I'm going to be trying them out. I bought one of these a couple years ago to try out, and it got hit by a brush hog. I never even got to catch a coyote in it. Some of the parts are still good. Some of them are missing. I think one of the jaws was missing. I could never find it, so I know I can buy parts for it, put it back together if I wanted to. We'll see how that goes. And then I just, there's some other things I picked up. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'll show you guys right now. Excuse the mess, but here I picked up these 4 little live traps. They're not very big, probably about 6 inches. This one over here on top's about 4. I picked them up for next to nothing. Also got them at the Stinkorama convention. So yeah, I spent I think less than $20 on all 4 of those. So not too bad. So we're back in here where I don't know what you call this. I call it my work side of the shop. It's where I build all the poles and make all my bait and lure and stuff. I'm going to be cleaning this up. I've kind of just decided I'm going to start with a small store in here. Where people local can come get some things if they need it. If they broke a hammer, or a shifter, or something like that. But I'm going to show you the rest of the stuff I picked up. So I picked up some raccoon boards and 1 wire stretcher. He gave me the stretcher, so I picked up these raccoon boards. Also picked up these coyote stretchers. Like I said, big mess. I haven't been able to clean up for a while. Been super busy. Been just throwing stuff around. But these got these coyote stretchers, these metal ones, and got these wooden raccoon stretchers. Didn't pay very much for them at all. I think I paid $50 for all those and these. So anyway, I'm going to be packing up some orders this morning. I've fell a little behind. It's been crazy, been busy, been trying to get a lot done. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you guys some of the things I picked up at the conventions. All these people, I support all these guys. No BS, Cedar Creek, Backwater, the Arvin Brothers. I support all these people. RBG Traps. These are people that I've known for a while. Some of them I might not get to talk to a whole lot, but I support all these guys. I appreciate everything they do for the industry and what some of them have done for me. So anyways, if you guys are looking for great companies to reach out to and support, those are definitely some of them. Of course, you guys know that 95% of my traps I use are Duke. That's what I like to use. Bill is really, the things he's done for the trapping industry has been awesome, and he's really helped me out with a lot of things. So Duke is about 95% of my line. I run Duke, but I got some No BS, I got some MBs, I got some Bridgers. That's my first RBG trap, so I'm excited to use it out. But don't get too caught up on certain brands of anything, bait, lure, traps, tools, anything like that. Find you somebody you like, support them, but there's nothing wrong with running a couple different brands of whatever on your line. The trapping industry is a small industry, and the majority of all the people, the bait and lure makers and stuff like that, the majority of us, that we all get along. We talk to each other at conventions, and a lot of the conventions I go to, it's kind of like a family reunion. You show up and you get to see people you ain't seen since last year, and it's just fun. It's cool. So one of the last things I want to show you, if you guys seen me at any of the conventions, you seen me with these gloves. These are some latex gloves. They don't quite go to your elbow, but they're pretty close. They're 15 inches long. This is a 12-pack of latex gloves. They do have grips on the inside, and I'm selling these 12 packs for $8 a piece. I only have like 8 or 10 packs left. You can get them on my website right now at Blakely'sTrapping.com. So if you want any, you better get them, because once they're gone, they're gone. I appreciate you guys, and hope you all have a great season. Yeah, I just want to throw this in here at the end. I'm still learning how to talk, so it sounds a little different. I lick my lips a lot because they're always dry and always chapped. So if you see me doing videos licking my lips a lot and stuff like that, that's why. I'm still getting used to my teeth. That's why my talking's still a little off. So bear with me this season. Hopefully in about a year I'll be through the getting used to them, and you won't even be able to notice. But anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to see all your guys this season online on Facebook and whatnot. Just hope you have a good one.